Hey guys, good evening. We're going to start our session now. So, welcome to Team Dreadnought's orientation session. So, I would like to thank VoiceIt for providing us a platform to showcase our team and conduct this orientation. So, first up, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Varun in my second year, pursuing computer science at VIT Chennai, and I'm part of Team Dreadnought's management department. So we have a couple of speakers here from our team to share their experience and discuss about the activities that takes place in each department. So without any further delay, let's move on to introducing our first speaker, who's none other than the captain of the team, Guru. So Guru here will be talking about the team and giving a brief introduction about the team.
Hey guys, this is Guru. I'm pursuing third year mechanical engineering in VIT, and also I'm the current captain of Dreadnought Robotics. Yeah, on behalf of the whole team, I take immense pleasure in welcoming you all for this showcase today. I also once again thank Voice It over here. So my teammates worked so hard and made a proper structure plan for this orientation to ensure you guys get to know each and everything about the team. And also by the end of this orientation, you guys will have a lot of knowledge about open-ended domains in robotics, which you can use for your future learning purposes. Here I'll talk few words about the team formation, things we expect from you, and our long-term goals. So, firstly, coming to the team formation, our team consists of 56 inquisitive and enthusiastic students from different domains gathered here with profound interest in the field of robotics and automation. The team was formed on 14th September 2019, and since then, we have worked on various projects leveraging robotics, starting with simple ones like line follower, all terrain vehicle, robo soccer, and going all the way up to building a completely autonomous underwater vehicle. My teammates will explain each and everything about this in later part of this orientation. So basically, we as a team believe that developing each and every member of this team will eventually result in the development of the team itself. So we, along with the help of the team advisors, alumni, and sponsors, are trying to bring new opportunities such as industrial projects, internships, and interactive sessions from industrial experts for the development of each and every one of us. If you guys join the team, we hope each and every one of you will make the fullest use of whatever resources we provide. And also, we believe you guys will take such initiatives for your juniors in the future. So, moving on to things we expect from you. See, guys, to be open, there are no there are no prerequisites on technical knowledge or anything of that sort. Only thing we expect is your willingness to work and passion and interest in robotics. So if you think you have both the criteria that we need and also believe in us, don't wait, participate in our recruitment drive and join us. I'll give a little info about the long-term goals we have, and after that, I'll pass it over to Varun. So yeah, goals. Uh, we are currently aiming to secure international rank in robotics. We are planning to take part in few international competitions, after which there will be rank allotted for teams in the robotics domain. And then we are planning to participate in national level robotic championships. So as of now, we have one competition plan that will happen in Singapore, and we are going to participate in it next year. And then regional level qualifiers. So there'll be events happening all over India. We are planning to take part in as much as we could. And then inside state competitions. If you see like Anna University, SRM, Wales, and there are a lot of colleges in inside Tamil Nadu which will host competitions during the fall semester. So we are planning to take part in regional competitions as well. We are planning to create teams inside the like create sub teams inside the team and send it to one competitions for each college. And then projects with proof of concept. So this is basically will divide you guys into teams and will give you guys a problem statement which you have to work on and make a proof of concept, after which if the problem statement is solved and the prototype is made, will be referring you guys to any industries, or the project will be either made as a patent or it will be converted to a research paper. And then industrial relationships and partnerships. So as I've already mentioned, we have a lot of advisors and alumni in the team who already got placed, and also we have few industrial relations from which we'll be taking problem statements for the research papers, or they'll be supporting us with internships and stuff. Self growth and assessments. So again, this is all, even this I have mentioned already, will be we believe in developing each and everyone in the team. So we have self growth and assessment activities which will happen, and based on that you guys will be graded It'll not be like VIT grading and all. You'll not be you'll not be given exams, and you'll not be assessed based on that. It'll be basically a contribution to the team, and your contribution and willingness to work and all. Those things will be calculated, and a grade sheet will be made based on that, and it will be given to you at the end of your tenure. And then bringing opportunities will be supporting you by bringing industrial experts to talk on robotic concepts, or will be making guys participate in external workshops and all. So that is fun. And then honoring current talents. See, the team basically focuses on conducting robotic competitions or participating in robotic competitions and doing robotic projects, but also we encourage other talents like web development, app development, machine learning, artificial intelligence. Apart from robotics field also, we support them, we motivate them to participate in hackathons, we support however we could for them during their participation in competitions and all. So that is basically about the team. There are a lot of topics available. They'll be giving you info about technical stuff and also about the team structure and all. So that's it from my side, and I'm moving it over to Varun.
So up next, we have our faculty coordinator, Dr. Karunamurthy sir. So before I give it to him, I would just like to share a few words about him. So sir is presently working as an associate professor under the School of Mechanical Department at VIT Chennai. He has over 18 years of experience in teaching mechanical engineering and has 5 years of industrial experience in marine engineering. Sir is also experienced in designing floating roof fuel oil tanks for various refineries and power plants, and he is presently working in the areas of renewable energy, nanotechnology, heat transfer, and thermal energy. So, Sir here will be sharing his experience with the team now.
Yeah, well, thanks, Varun. Good evening, everyone. So it is my pleasure to be part of this orientation program. And this team Dreadnought was started in the last academic year. And we right now we have many enthusiastic student members in the team. And truly speaking, I admit that our student members are driving me, right? The entire student members of the team, and they are driving the our Dreadnought team, and I am coordinating as faculty with them. And our team members are very vibrant, and we also have recently we had a tie-up with the Association for Unmanned Vehicle Systems International, and that chapter also we have inaugurated. And this Dreadnought team and this 𝐒𝐭𝐫𝐢𝐯, Association for Unmanned Vehicle System International, we are working together. And our team, Dreadnought team, we are participating in various national and international events. And there are many events which are lined up. And moreover, this age we are living in an robotic and automation age. Or I can say that our entire manufacturing industry, they are moving towards industry 4.0. That industry 4.0, which is nothing but robotics, mechatronics, and automation, right? So everything they want to make it automated, and they want to integrate with IoT. So our even our prime minister and our nation, they want to contribute for the development of the entire mankind, and they want to lead. So our chancellor, he used to say that India should lead the world and VIT should lead the nation. So similarly, if it is when it is coming to the co-curricular activities in VIT, our Dreadnought should lead. Okay, and we are doing a lot of activities. And our recent mission of our prime minister is that he want to have a self-reliant India. Means that is why we have that 𝐼𝐸 Bharat. Okay, so for which everything has to be automated, and this robotics and automation is going to play a major role, right? And especially initially when the electronics industry was started, the Japan was dominating, and now this Taiwan and Korea, they are dominating, right? And which has to be overcome by our nation, right? So that is the idea with which our government of India is working. And being an institute of eminence, our VIT, and right now, according to this academic ranking of world universities in India, our VIT has been ranked as 8th position, right? So which you know very well. And in the recent QS ranking also, our ranking has been upgraded compared to the last year, right? So everybody is moving towards this automation, that is the industry 4.0. And if you be part of this Dreadnought, which is nothing but more related to mechatronics and automation, and you can learn more, and you can be a part of the current trend that is existing in the world. Okay, so and our your senior students and the alumni of our Dreadnought, they are also cooperating, and I hope that that legacy will be continued. Okay, so with this I stop, and I welcome you all to this orientation program, and hope let us meet you all in the next sessions, right? Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. So moving on, we have Jerry, who's a member of our programming department, to give you insights on autonomous underwater vehicles.
So thank you, Varun. Hi, everyone. I'm Jerry George Jamun. I'm currently in my third year, and I'm the technical head for autonomous underwater vehicle. So we at Dreadnought Robotics, a few months ago, we went through all the projects that we have, and then decided that we need a wow project. So after a round of discussions, we chose our trademark project, and that is autonomous underwater vehicle. So what exactly is our goal behind this? So autonomous underwater vehicle, the goal is to develop an autonomous underwater vehicle which can negotiate the task put forth under prescribed time, and at the same time to learn about underwater robotics and have fun in this process. So most of you might not be familiar with autonomous underwater vehicles, right? It's a completely new term to you. So let me explain that to you. So AUV is a partially autonomous word. Now, why did I mention it as partially autonomous? Partially autonomous is it's because the bot is programmed to do certain tasks in a given scenario. So if we change the scenario, the bot might not work properly. So right now for the competition that we are going, all the bots are partially autonomous, and there are very few autonomous bots because of the difficulty involved in it. And it is used for mapping seafloors and many research purposes. Now let's have a look at the competitions that we have in this field. So the first one is RoboSub. RoboSub happens in California, USA. So RoboSub has a set of challenges that that happens in real sea, so that it mimics the real life scenario. And the second one is SAUVC. So this is our target, Singapore Autonomous Underwater Vehicle Challenge. So this one there's a set of challenges that happen in an Olympic sized pool. So we'll quickly go through all the photos that we have. Yeah, so glimpses of the competition. So this is the point where the bot starts. It has to traverse through a gate. This is the gate. Now the bot is moving through the gate, and there's a yellow flare there, so there will be a ball on top of that. The bot has to push it down. This bot has already done that. So where are we exactly? How far have we progressed in this? So in July 2020, the idea was proposed by our founder. So yeah, it was during the lockdown, and we were working hard completely during the lockdown too. So in August, we started contacting various teams in and out of India, and we got to know a lot more about the competition. In September, the research team started. We had 3 divisions for the research team: mechanical, electrical, and programming. So the mechanical team, they were focused on the different possible structures for the bot. The electrical team researched more about the hardware. The progress of the programming team will be discussed further in this presentation. Due to academic constraints, we had to stop the work, and right now, next week, we'll be restarting it with the ROS training program by X-Robotics, X-Botics AUV team, and the research division will also start its work. We assume that the college will open in February, so we hope to get all our hardware by then. In March, we'll start the work, and this is when all of you will be working together with us to build the bot. In October, we hope to complete the bot, and in December, we have to submit a 1-minute video to SAUVC. Based on that, they'll select us as to select top 30 teams for the competition. So what are the sub teams that are there for this this division? So the first one is mechanical. The mechanical team is responsible for the structure of the bot. They must consider various forces that can impact the bot. The material encasing which is needed to design and which needs to be designed to restrict water flow in the system, along with manipulators, aquadynamics, buoyancy, pneumatic systems, dropper, grabber, and actuators. The entire thing happens underwater, so it's completely different from all the forces that are acting on the board on the land. So it's very difficult, and there's a lot to learn. The electrical team works closely with mechanical and programming team in order to facilitate the inside system, design of propulsion, control, ballast, and microcontrollers, IMU, depth and gyro sensors, navigation, acoustic systems, power systems, and is also responsible for the image requirements of the board. The programming team is responsible for developing the program, that is the brain of the board. They collect various data and act based on the data. They are also responsible for all the simulations, and they manage all the packages using ROS2. ROS2 is a robotic operating system, so we'll be learning that soon. Yeah, we actually started the process actually. So what do we expect from you? We don't expect much because we are also new to this. We are learning ROS, we are learning signal processing, we are learning image processing. So we'll be training you with everything that is necessary to build the board. All we want from your side is commitment. You all should work hard and should be curious enough to find new ways to reduce cost and improve the board. You should also come with innovative ideas, very unique ideas, so that we can improve the bot. Your logic is very important because it will help us make efficient programs. The enthusiasm should never die, as these projects are challenging, which will mark your potential. So why did we go forward with this project? We went forward with this project because it's very, there's a lot to think, there's a lot to do. The first factor is changing cost. Now a cost of an AUV can range between 2 to 10 lakhs, which means that it's completely dependent upon the team to reduce the cost. Now we need ideas, we need to research more about the hardware, we need to build efficient program and to make it more affordable. The second thing is flexible and expandable. So we need to come up with designs that is more, we can easily modify these designs. We use open source hardware and software so that we can modify. There's an open source community which will help us. So yeah. And the second thing is, the third thing is community of there's a huge diverse community out there of hobbyists, explorers, and professional users. There are a lot of teams too. So there's a lot to learn. There are a lot of ways to learn, and it's completely dependent on us. So there's so much to do here, and it's pretty much fun to do all these things. Now let us see the current progress of our team. So right now we have discussed the progress of mechanical and electrical team. The programming team has come up with few image processing algorithms to improve the images. So under the water, the image will be blurred and color fades. So we need to enhance the image. So on left you can see a blurred and blurred image, and in the in the middle you can see an enhanced version of the image. This was done using an algorithm called Fusion, and we have also color corrected this image on the right. You can see it on the right. Apart from that, we have a small object detection demo. We are learning this only, so we haven't done much, but this is what we have done so far. So I'll be sharing your screen, my screen, sorry. Varun, is my screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So I have a bottle in my hand now. So it's detected with 99% accuracy. Okay, yeah, it's detected with 98% accuracy. Then I have a card and toy card in my hand. So once again, yeah, it is detected as a card with 80 to 60% accuracy. And then I'll show a phone also. So I have a phone in my hand, and the cell phone is detected with 95% accuracy. So this is something that we have done. We are learning new stuff every day. So that's it from my side. Thank you guys, and over to Varun again.
So hey guys, now we have a special giveaway. So the details for the giveaway would be given by the team captain Guru.
Hey guys, to make this orientation interesting and interactive, we have arranged a giveaway in our Instagram page. There'll be 3 questions posted throughout the orientation. You guys can go answer those questions. It is only for first years. And those questions will be based on the orientation till what we spoke now and about what we are going to speak. So please pay attention to the orientation and go answer those questions in our Instagram page. Head over to Dreadnought Robotics in Instagram, and the prizes will be free workshop passes. We'll let you know the results in the later part of the orientation. Don't forget, please go to our Instagram page, check our stories. Our handle is mentioned over here, and answer the questions. Thank you. Over to Varun again.
Moving on, we have Pallavi, who is not only a team member of Dreadnought, but is also the president of the AUVSI student chapter. So Pallavi here will be discussing about the collaboration between Team Dreadnought and the AUVSI club.
Thank you, Varun. Hello everyone. I am Pallavi and I am the president of AUVSI and a member of Team Dreadnought. And I am also a third year ECM student. AUVSI, the Association for Unmanned Vehicle System International, is the world's largest non-profit organization dedicated to the advancement of unmanned systems and robotics. We represent corporations and professionals from more than 60 countries involved in industries, government, and academia. AUVSI Robotics Society Chennai is the first ever student chapter in Asia, and we as a chapter seek to create a future in which remotely operated and autonomous transportation technologies are fully accepted and used to move people and things safely and very efficiently also. We also provide many services like sessions by industrial expert, access to member-only resources. We also provide funds for projects and competitions, and many connections with hiring managers, industry leaders, product developers, and other peer leaders too. Moving on, we organize many events each year. Firstly, AUVSI SUAS. It is one of the biggest international events for unmanned aerial systems in which participants are expected to execute a certain set of tasks using their unmanned aerial vehicle, which is in UAV. It's also called UAV. Next is AUVSI Exponential. It is an expo which allows you to discover groundbreaking innovations along with Q&A sessions and many roundtable discussions with hundreds of industrialists. Yeah. And the next competition is called RoboSub, which is an international student competition in which students from all over the world design and build autonomous underwater vehicles called AUV and demonstrated by completing various underwater tasks with a new theme each year. Apart from these huge events, there are other competitions like hackathons and ideathons, basic autonomous and semi-autonomous robotic competitions, and finally an event called Go For It, in which the winner wins an internship also. AUVSI provides real-world environment to showcase technical capabilities and creativity working along closely with the team Dreadnought. AUVSI VIT Chennai is the partner of Dreadnought Robotics and acts as a sister team and club, supporting each other in everything. And we will host a lot of sessions and events together promoting robotics and automation. We, a student chapter, collaborated with Team Dreadnought in building autonomous vehicles and to provide vast assistance in knowledge sharing and hands-on work. This collaboration is to provide members with the ability to gain access to technical information, workshops, career development opportunities, and many more benefits. Through various modes of educations, online and offline, Team Dreadnought and AUVSI provided members the opportunity to learn about the field robotics and automation and improve their technical skills in many ways. You may ask me why collaboration? Why do we need to merge two teams together? The answer is there is a need for developers to continuously learn, and I believe we as a team believe that bringing teams together is one way to help. While collaborating with another team or a club, there will always be many resources and things that they can share and improve their knowledge and find more exposure to. There might be many situations where like one team can encounter problems that might stop them from achieving their goals, and in those situations the other team or the club might be able to help them out and ease their process in order to reach the goals. Apart from all this, collaborating with other teams can give you the benefits for more grant opportunities and research projects, as well as make the bridge for more exposure. Thank you, guys. Over to Varun.
So up next, we have Joshita, who is the junior representative of Team Dreadnought, and she's going to be sharing the insights on our electrical department.
Thank you, Varun. Hello, everyone. I'm Joshita, a second year ECE student from the electrical department and the junior representative of Team Dreadnought Robotics. So, I will be working with all of you from the moment you join the team throughout your first year at college. Now, I'm going to take you through the activities that go on in the electrical team. The electrical team is the bridge between the mechanical and programming elements of the robot. We focus on the development of electrical circuits which make our robots become thinking machines. This department consists of students who are electrical and electronics based and are designated towards the opportunity to design and fabricate printed circuit boards and perform advanced firmware programming. We also ensure that we have the best specs for our robot and perform various tests with the types of equipment at hand and develop fail-safe connections. Working on the wiring, circuits, and components that make the robots function is what we do. We create and manage the electrical board, including ensuring that it is located in a safe but easy to access area of the robot and make sure that it has everything needed for the robot to run. We also work with the programming department to design a test bed to allow easy testing and debugging of code during build. This field is a natural testbed for new ideas. Being a builder is to play with microcontrollers, accelerometers, digital compasses, voice controllers, electronic gyroscopes, and speed synthesizers, and so on. And we at the electrical department can make all of this happen. Working as members of the electrical department, we gain expertise in the design and development of electrical systems, immense knowledge of various devices, motor control, power transmission, telecommunication systems, softwares, the ability to test equipment and develop fail-safe circuit connections, and the use of technical skills to develop innovative solutions that cater to different problems arising while building a robot. Currently, we are mainly focused on FPV quadcopter to explore ourselves in designing, connecting, and controlling agile aerial robots with rich sensory and providing it with first-person view remote systems. Understanding the flight path and seeing the world in a different perspective, carrying your mind somewhere else while having a foothold on the ground is the idea behind it. While recruiting for the upcoming year, we will be primarily looking for the best possible match between a candidate's knowledge, skills, and abilities and individuals who can dedicatedly work and learn new things and can take up different tasks and responsibilities. As freshers, you would be given advanced training on the sensors and programming different controllers. Immense practice would be given on troubleshooting and shouldering electrical connections. Various sessions and workshops on basic programming languages and quadcopter would also be provided. We would train you to use electrical components to create fail-safe circuit connections, create working devices, and eventually guide you to develop your own robots. So as you can see, no resistance can drop our potential, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you very soon. Thank you. Now, I hand over the stage to Sri Darshan to share a few insights on the building of that goes in the quadcopter.
Yeah, thank you, Joshita. Hey guys, this is Darshan from second year. Currently, I'm working in the electrical team. Today, I'm gonna talk about quadcopter. Before getting into the topic, let us see something interesting. What is called as drone? A system of vehicle which works without a person in a board is called as drone. In a simpler manner, we can say that when an onboard computer which replaces a person in a board is called as drone. This system of vehicle have three categories: unmanned aerial vehicle, unmanned ground vehicle, and unmanned underwater vehicle. So, when we get into the classification of drones, it can be classified on the basis of rotors. The first one is a quadcopter. It's also called as a tricopter, which flies with the help of three motors. Quadcopter. From the name itself, Lithium quad, we can say it is 4, which flies with the help of 4 motors. Hexacopter. Hexa means 6, which flies with the help of 6 motors. Octocopter. Octo means 8, which flies with the help of 8 motors. But in specific, we focus on only on quadcopter and we will be working on it. Once we get into the types of drone, we have autonomous drone and a manual drone. First one is autonomous drone. It is a drone which flies autonomously with the help of GPS module and an onboard computer in it. For example, delivery drone. The delivery drone which flies using GPS module to navigate the location. Second one is manual drone. It is a type of drone which flies with the manual controls given by the human beings using the radio transmitter. For example, FPV racing quadcopter, and for hobby purposes, many one will go for manual drone. So once we getting into how to build a quadcopter, what does it require? Here we go. The requirements were carbon fiber frame, brushless DC motor, electronic speed controller, flight controller, and lithium polymer battery. In next slide, you can see the pictures. The first one is a carbon fiber frame. This is a material is being used for FPV quadcopters. It is less weight compared with wood and also give better support for the quad. Second one is a electronic speed controller. An electronic speed controller is a circuit board which helps to control the speed of electric motor. Brushless motor. Mostly they go for brushless motor over DC motor because it is more reliable and flies smoother and efficient. Flight controller. It is being the intermediate of all parts and act as a CPU of quadcopter. Lithium polymer battery. Lithium polymer battery plays a major role because it supplies power to all circuit boards and the higher capacity of battery gives better flight. And the last one is a receiver. This is the one receives the input signal from the transmitter. Let us see how does it work. Once we get into the quadcopter, we need 4 motors, right? So all the 4 motors need 4 ESCs to control the speed of it. Now we need to give equal number of voltage to all motors, whereas the power distribution board helps for it. Once we connect the battery in the power distribution board, each terminal in the board gives equal number of voltage. So it helps to separate the input voltage to all motors. Now we need to control the speed and direction of the motor. How are we going to do that? So here the ESC will play the major role. So each ESC would have a signal wire which will be connected to the flight controller. Now, once we're giving the input throttle signal to the flight controller, which transmit the input signal to all ESCs, so the motor starts rotating and ready for takeoff. So the current progress is we have 2 quadcopters in our garage, and one is FPV racing quad, and one is autonomous quad. And in future plans, we plan to build 3 quadcopters in our upcoming years, 2 FPV racing quad and 1 customized racing quad. Now let us see the demo video.
Yeah, this is the quadcopter which I built in this lockdown. Once we get into the parts, first one is flight controller. It controls all the units in quadcopter. Below that there is a 4-in-1 ESC which is integrated with power distribution board and controls all the speed of 4 motors. This is a XT60 connector which helps to connect the battery. This is the receiver which receives the input signal from transmitter. Once we get into the battery, this decides the flight time of quadcopter. Let us see how it works. While we connecting the battery in the connector, the receiver and the flight controller starts beeping. This is the radio transmitter which helps to control the quadcopter. And while we switch on the transmitter, it shows warning if the all modes are not in the correct position. This is the failsafe option in order to reduce accidents. This is the arm switch. While we switch on that, the motor starts rotating. Now I'm giving a throttle. I took the propellers off because that is not advisable while we are testing. So while we off the switch, the motor stops rotating.
So I'm forwarding this to Varun. Thank you.
Hey guys, just a reminder and for the students who joined late, we have a special giveaway going on. Please look into our Instagram page for which the link has been shared in the chat box. So we have asked three questions and the wants to answer it right, we are giving free coupons for some very interesting workshops. So please check it out and do answer. So moving on, we have the team captain again. Sorry, moving on, we have Sudarshan, who is a member of our chases and design department. So he's going to brief us about the chases department and talk about the role.
Uh, Thanks, Varun. Hey guys, this is Sudarshan Raghu, third year mechanical from Chassis and Design Team Dreadnought. So, have you guys ever wondered how mechanical play an important role in robotics? Well, it does. But don't you worry, I'm here to guide you guys from scratch. Some people are more comfortable with the mechanical side of the robot rather than the electrical or programming side. They get excited seeing gears, meshing, and pulleys moving. Regardless of the comfort level with the mechanical design, you do not need to possess an advanced knowledge of mechanical engineering theory to build a robot. To understand this even more better, let me draw a comparison between a human body and a robot. Similar to how human skin prevents the internal organs from hazardous external environment, similarly, a frame or a chassis prevents its organs such as the batteries, board, wire, etc. from the harmful external environment. Here on screen you can see two pictures, one being the invertebrates and other being a simple robot. You will amazed to learn both have a similar design. Let me tell you why. The invertebrates have the organs then covered by screen, right? Similarly, a simple robot has an outer body which is called frame, and internal organs is present inside the outer body, which includes motor, batteries, Arduino, and much more. Moving on to the next slide, you may wonder what is this Greek and lack in terms of chassis and design. Let me clear you up. Well, our job here is being creating a design to make a best fit of the frame, or even more on a simpler terms, building a skeleton for a robot. So we first draw a rough sketch of how our body will exactly look like. So this is called the design. And as I said, the outer body is the chassis. Keep in mind, the making the body is not an easy job. We need to consider other mechanical parameters like the kinematics and dynamics of the robot, the strength it can withstand, and amount of pressure applied, and much more. The robot's body tells the world who the robot is and what it can do. For a showbot, the body is merely an existence. But for a taskbot, the design depends upon the parameters as mentioned before. Before I move on, our objective here is to break the cliche design of the robot. Moving on, what we do here, we do a month of hard work in 4 steps. Let me give you an insight about each step. The step one being the discussion process. In this step, we brainstorm ourselves with different questions like what materials are you familiar with? Do you have the tools to machine the particular material? How much does the material cost? And how much the body weigh after complete? Once we get the answers to these questions, we compile it together and finalize an ideal idea out of the hundreds of ideas that satisfy every question asked above. I assure you that each and every idea is respected and given equal weightage as others. To be a successful designer, you must be comfortable working with your hands and thinking problems from start to end. So moving on, so once the step one is done, we move on to step two, which is the designing of a robot in a computer software to obtain a 3D prototype of an idea which is generated in the previous step. As a sculpture chooses own tools to build a statue, same way the designer chooses his own platform. The softwares that we use are SolidWorks, ANSYS, and Fusion 360. SolidWorks brings a deep dimensional and mechanical understanding of the surface of the robot that it can bear. Since SolidWorks is paid, I am very proud to say that the SolidWorks for our team is sponsored by the Dassault system themselves, who is the inventor of the SolidWorks. ANSYS is a simulation software which depicts the impact of different mechanical properties such as load, strength, force, etc. While designing a complex structure and 3D printed, Fusion 360 play a major role. Here, the software are taught for you guys from scratch and allow you guys to play with it, not restricting to the basic model. So, moving on, here are some of the interesting 3D models done by our team. This is the 𝐟𝐸𝐽𝐸 robot, which carries an object up to the stack. And coming to part two, this is the pick and place bot, which picks an object from the pick area and drops it in the drop area. This area is It might look easy, but it actually took many months to actually complete it. And moving on, this is my favorite robot, which is the RoboSoccer. As the name suggests, it plays soccer. Hope you guys enjoy the glimpse of our SolidWorks project. So moving on to the step 3, which is the manufacturing chassis. In order to make your 3D model come to to make an exact replica of the 3D prototype, first we cut the material using the cutter into exact precise dimension of the 3D prototype. Next comes the drilling part, where the holes has to be drilled if necessary. Finally, welded and cutting components are joined and make it look like a robot. And VIT Chennai, we get an access to a mini machining tool, and you guys can get an hands-on experience of what to actually learn on a mechanical engineering concept. Then we move on to the final step, that is a testing part.
In your life, you'll be engaging yourselves in some vehicular problems. So that time these basics can help you go with that, and this is also interesting concept you can learn. So moving over to the next slide, I'll explain you the differences between the electric cars and the nitro cars. So here by electric cars, I mean those small remote control cars we use. So there are four main differences: power delivered, mechanism used, environment contamination, and comfort zone usage. So going to the power delivered, see, in electric cars, we'll be using a battery connected to four or two motors, and because of the battery's power, the car will run, and based on the remote controls. But and the power delivered by that battery will be comparatively much lesser than the power delivered by this engine, because this is taking in a real fuel, and the combustion happens in the car, like normal cars and bikes. The combustion happens inside, and the power delivered through this is much more. I'll explain about the power and all later in this session. Coming to the mechanism used, this uses engine, uses a real fuel, combustion happens. That is about RC car. An electric car uses a motor and battery powered. Comfort zone usage. Electric cars can be used anywhere. We can use it for playing purposes. We can use it in industries for transportation purposes. We can go for competitions with electric cars and all. Similarly, even with RC cars, we can go for competition and races. But using it in industries or using it for normal playing purposes is not encouraged with RC network cars, because since the power delivered by the car and since the combustion happens inside, there are a lot of safety precautions that need to be taken. So it is not encouraged for comfort zone usage. And then environment contamination. Electric cars don't contaminate our environment, but these cars, since it uses real fuel, there are exhausts of carbon content, sulfate content, and nitrous content. So it'll a little bit affect our environment. So these are the main differences between electric and nitro cars. Moving over, I'd like to explain you about the mechanism used in these cars. Next slide. Firstly, guys, please imagine a normal car and divide the whole car into three parts. Front part, which will consist of a circular steering, dashboard, and front two seats, and front two wheels, obviously. And the middle part will consist of the back seat, and the final part will consist of the trunk and the fuel tank. And if you see the bottom of your car, there'll be engine and there'll be transmission gears and all. So let's not go over that. Similarly, divide this car into three parts. The front part will consist of the steering part, middle part will consist of the engine and the fuel tank, and the final part will consist of the back two wheels and the gear transmission part. So first, see, guys, I'll be telling a few technical terms over here. If you are interested and want to know more about it, you can Google and get to know a lot about it. This is a very interesting concept. So yeah, the steering control, and this is the same thing that is being used in normal cars. You can Google more about it. So the front part of this car will consist that Hackerman steering control and front two wheels. Along with that Hackerman steering control is powered by servo motors. And moving on to the middle part, we'll have fuel tank where we'll fill in the fuel, and the exhaust pipe through which the gas exhaust will come out. And the mainly engine. This engine is a miniature version of a normal engine which uses two-stroke mechanism. I'll show that in a video later. It'll have a two-stroke mechanism. It will take in the fuel. The piston, when coming up, will hit the fuel, and the combustion will take place. And when the piston goes down, the exhaust gas will come out. So this is the two-stroke mechanism. And there are and the power generated in that engine will be transmitted to the back wheels by a gear called bevel gear. The transmission in this car is called bevel gear transmission. So bevel gear will be connected to a connecting rod, and that connecting rod will be connected to the back wheels, and the back wheels get power from the connecting rod. So this is how the main car runs. And going to the last part, final part, we have two wheels, the connecting rod connection part, and then a spoiler and suspension. So basically, these cars are used in dirt racing only. Like most of the time, it is used in dirt racing, and there are industrial applications as well, but those are in high level. So while dirt racing, there'll be a lot of bumps and tampered places and all where the car have to go fly and fall down. So for to increase the efficiency of the car's performance, suspensions are added, and the white color part, you can see is the tail wing. It is also called spoiler. That is the same one that we use in our normal cars. If you see a normal car with a back adjustment and all, it is called spoiler, which is used for aerodynamic part. So similarly, this is for speed aerodynamics. This is the basic mechanisms of the car. Now I will show you about the RC engine and how it works. So yeah, as you can see, the round gear rotating over at the end part is the bevel gear, and the part which is moving inside is called the piston. The combustion happens inside. The fuel will be fed in inside through the servo motors that is at the other end of the engine. Cool. So once this piston goes up, the fuel will be sprayed, and the combustion will take place at the center part of the engine. And while it comes down, it will get exhausted through the exhaust pipe. So this is the basic mechanism. And if you guys are more interested about this, once the college reopens, we'll have a show for all our parts. That time we'll show. Or else, if you get inside our team, obviously you can work with it and have fun with it. So then I'll give you a few insights about the power info. Then I'll end the session. Yeah, these engines are actually fueled by methanol. These are not normal petrol or diesel. It is one kind of fuel that is methanol, and this methanol is doped with nitromethane. So if you had if you have a bike or car, you guys would have known about feeding it with engine oil or brake oil, right? So those oils are used to increase the efficiency of the car. Similarly, to increase the efficiency of this engine, we use nitromethane. Basically, if you are gamers and if you have played car games, there will be a nitro power button, right? This is one such thing. So this will be added with the fuel to increase the efficiency. And coming over to the actual power info, these cars are expected to generate around 8,000 horsepower. And these cars can accelerate from 0 to 100 mile per hour in zero point 0.8 seconds and 0 to 335 mile per hour in 4.5 seconds. We tested these guys. There is a video over there. There'll be a RC Nitro car video. You can check out that. RC Nitro car. If you are really interested, you can get to us once the recruitment process is over. You can join the team and get to know more about it. Thank you. Over to Varun.
So moving on, our next speaker is a member of the programming department. So Shruti is going to be talking about the programming department and the role of the programming department in the team.
Thanks, Varun. So, hey guys, I'm Shruti. I'm a second year ECM student, part of the Programming and Analysis Department of Dreadnought. So, the first question you guys should be asking yourself is why join the Programming and Analysis subteam? So, in the age of technological advancement and automation, programming is the heart of robotics. Why? Because there's no advanced machine or robot which works without code. Every move that a machine makes, every decision is a result of a certain code. And where will this certain code come from? You guys, if you join Dreadnought, that is. So most of you must wonder, how can I contribute and give my most even during this pandemic? Or will I be given enough opportunities when I'm at home? So, well, during this COVID-19 pandemic, it's true many organizations are having problems to shift their work to a virtual environment. But a programming team is one of the few teams which can transition into a digitally connected platform without any issues. So you'll be given plenty of opportunities and can enhance your knowledge even during this pandemic. So if you have the skills or passion for programming and want to see that integrated into a bot, then the programming and analysis team is just right for you. The second question you should be asking is, what does the programming team actually do? So the focus of the programming and analysis team is automation, which is basically the technique of making a process or a system operate automatically. So automation can be in the form of a line follower, micromouse, autonomous vehicles, the list is endless. So our team uses Arduino IDE, OpenCV, Raspberry Pi, and several other tools to extensively bring these ideas to life. So we also use AI and ML implementation to develop autonomous devices to give these devices the self-learning aspect. So along with this, to solve problem statements and accomplish tasks, we are proficient in programming languages such as C, C++, Java, etc. So these terms may sound a little daunting to some of you. And that's nothing to worry about, because our programming team is a place where we learn together and help each other out. So our team's main area of expertise is the micro mouse. So this will be explained in detail in a short while. So in Dreadnought, you'll not only upgrade your skills in the aspect of programming, but you will also gain knowledge from other departments as well. So the programming team members often participate in hackathons with other sub-teams of Dreadnought. So this allows you to be exposed to new challenges, which are not only about programming. So the programming and analysis team is also responsible for the creation and management of our team website, dreadnoughtrobotics.co.in. So go check it out if you have some free time later. So the last question is, what can you learn in the programming team? So for starters, we'll be teaching you guys the basics of Arduino coding, and this is especially for the first years in this audience here. So let's go check out a live demo of a circuit using Tinkercad. So here, using Tinkercad, we're simulating an automatic door system. So the door is to open when the ultrasonic sensor detects the object at a certain distance from it. So in the circuit shown here, an ultrasonic sensor and a servo motor are connected through an Arduino Uno. The servo motor here represents the door in an automatic door system. So let's move on and get a brief overview of the code. So in Arduino coding, there will always be void setup and void loop. So whenever the code is executed, the void setup is run once and the void loop is run indefinitely until the Arduino is disconnected from power. So in line 4 to 6, each pin connected to the Arduino is declared within the code. And we have declared variables in line 7 and 8 to store the time duration and distance recorded. So let's move on to void setup. So in void setup, we are assigning the pin modes for the pins we have declared previously. So the pin mode sets each pin to be either in the input or output mode. So and lastly, in void loop, we calculate the distance using a user-defined function, getDistance. So if the distance is less than that of 40 centimeter, the servo motor moves 90 degrees. Else, the servo doesn't move at all. So let's start the simulation and see how this works. So in Tinkercad, you can actually simulate and move the object from one position to another. So let's move the object to a position less than 40 centimeters. So once that happens, I hope all of you noticed the servo motor moved 90 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. So once the object moved away from the 40 centimeter mark, the servo motor slowly moved back to its original position. So this is just a very small simulation showing the functionality of an Arduino. We'll obviously be working with different things and we'll be trying out different simulations as well. And once we're back to college, we'll be trying things out in the garage. So if you wish to learn more on Tinkercad, you can go to our YouTube channel and check out the series of videos that we'll be uploading on Tinkercad. So as I mentioned before, we specialize in micromouse. So to solve the maze, we require machine learning algorithms, optimization solutions, problem solving skills, and analytical thinking. So which you guys can learn through practical and virtual implementation. So this is only a fraction of things you'll be learning, you will start to learn compared to the wide scope of robotics. So for people interested in web development, there's also an opportunity for you guys to volunteer and to learn and handle our team website. So last but not least, we have the biggest question that you guys will be having: how can you join the programming and analysis subteam? So we'll be looking for candidates with problem-solving skills, basic knowledge of coding, zeal to learn new things, and dedication towards the work given. So we hope to see you soon in programming and analysis team. So now Kaushik will be explaining a few things about Micromouse. Over to you, Kaushik.
Hey guys, this is Kaushik from the programming team of Dreadnought. I know you guys are really tired, so I'll try to keep this as quick as possible. Let's start with what a micromouse is, because I'm pretty sure no one has heard about it here, right? Even though Shruti just talked about it a little bit, I'll still introduce it again. So what is a micromouse? A micromouse is a small robot that solves mazes. It uses special pathfinding algorithms to navigate around tricky routes until it reaches the end of the maze. That all sounds like too good to be true, right? I mean, how can a robot do that? So let me show you a short video of a fantastic micromouse. My apologies if it's lagging a little, but I mean, commentate. It's just a small robot zooming around a 3D maze and completing it within 4 seconds. And I mean, of course, that's like an expert example, an extreme example of the craft. But uh, I think they're capable of achieving this, and our goal is to make something as close to this as possible. And I genuinely believe we are capable of doing that. So yeah, the next question I want to answer is, why should this interest me? Why should I join your Micromouse team? What's in it for me? What you just saw, it represents more than just a maze and some complex code. That was the future of autonomous travel and pathfinding. Also, it the Micromouse has a beautiful balance of all aspects of robotics, because I mean, if you just notice, that's not just code, right? I mean, uh, it not only requires some programming and designing prowess, but also a very keen and strong grasp on electronics and just general street smartness and problem solving. So all of this culminates to form the perfect armory to face the maze in front of you, that is engineering. And not to mention the cutthroat competition in this field and its lack of popularity in our country means that there aren't many resources to learn from, be it online or offline, wherever. So a platform like Dreadnought will give you access to talented people who are, in my opinion, capable of guiding you. I mean, they are, of course, capable of guiding you through the insurmountable obstacles that will inevitably stand in your way, believe me. And the last question I want to answer is, where do we stand in respect of our progress towards building a complete Micromouse? The answer is a little unfortunate, but because of the pandemic, we were forced to abandon all our equipment and leave. So our progress for that time being, it came to an abrupt halt. I'm happy. I'm really happy to tell you that we have since uh, got back on our feet, made back the progress, and adapted to the situation. So we have since been using simulation software to test our Micromouse algorithms. This is my implementation. It's called Floodfill. It's written in Python, and it's running in an open source simulator. Let's mute the video, please. Yeah. So it's nothing. It's a Micromouse zooming through the maze and completing it really fast again. But that is only like 30% of the work, right? We have only simulated it in code. So once we have this figured out, once we have got the best code that we possibly can make, we'll move on to designing a chassis, and then maybe creating a simulation of a 3D maze and then running it around, right? Which we will do very soon, and I hope that by the end of it, when we have the complete Micromouse, it is with your help. Uh, yeah, I hope that we have you in that process. So that's it for Micromouse. Back to one.
Hey guys, I know a lot of you are waiting for the results of the giveaway, so we have it. So as we mentioned, we have three winners. I'll just mention them. It's Kedar Kulkarni, Nikhil Govind, and Sumit Chandna. I'll repeat it again. It's Kedar Kulkarni, Nikhil Govind, and Sumit Chandna. We'll also put the winners' names in the chat box. So congratulations, guys, and we really appreciate you for taking the time and answering the questions and visiting our Instagram page. So stay tuned for more information about our team and more details that we'll share. So moving forward, we have the first member and the founder of the team actually. We have Arvind right now, who's going to be talking about the team structure and the designation of each of the team members. So Arvind, you can take it from here.
Thanks, Varun. Okay, I think my juniors did a very good job till now, and those who are here, sorry about sticking with us, but yeah, it'll be over soon. So talking about this team, when we found out a bit earlier that we are much interested in robotics, we needed a platform to perform our talents, and even though there are existing teams and all that, we wanted our own model of a team and we wanted to improvise on that. And due to that, we and my partner came up with an idea that, we will have to make a new team. So we approached here and there, and in the end, we got a lot. We actually started a team with initially 20 members, and along with that, we gather up enough members from the next recruitment period, which got 30 people around. So then we decided, we will never recruit more than 30 people in the initial stage. Then later on, when we developed, we are going to go for future projects, and our let's say our tips started balancing a lot much more comfortably. We started pushing it up to the major leagues. So my team consists of the operational board, which is that those people who like to hang around in the top league, just give out orders, pass it, but it's not nothing like that over here. These kids work hard, and I'm over there on top for them, so don't have much leeway around me as well. So we have the operational board, which is the team captain, vice captain, the team manager, junior representative, which be in charge for the first years, chases and design head, electronics head, programming analysis head. So the chases, design, electric electronics, programming analysis are the departments, and the rest of the positions are according to who is representing where. And Dreadnought specialists. So these guys are like so-called pros. Okay. So the advisors are already talented enough. They already got placed here and there, and they're good enough. Whereas technical aides are the same year as them, third years, and they're doing a very good job. As a matter of fact, Dreadnought family. Okay, this team is more like a family to me because when I started out, it was a small team. It slowly is gaining name, growing much bigger. When we visited Nanded, when we visited Pragya, no, Pragya competition everywhere else, people started knew us, and that's why it started to get popular as well. And the most important thing in any team is even though that you're not going to win a competition or the representation is a must. And I'm slowly putting it inside them that talent is not the only thing which is important in the team. Potential to grow, because you're not looking for short-term goals. You're looking for goals, which you'll be able to achieve in a long period of time. When you walk out of this college or walk out of this team, you should be able to perform any task. You're capable of performing it anywhere in this world. All right. So we had a talk with one of our members actually. One of the faculties over here in Singapore, and he was telling me that what we're doing is quite remarkable to what we had done earlier. What other people are doing in foreign universities. So it's a good initiative, he told me. You guys can see here, this is like, we're too organized for some reason. Don't ask me why. I like to be organized. And you guys can see over here, the alumni supports the team captain. Faculty coordinator also supports team captain. So he gets a lot of pressure from both of us, unfortunately. Then along with that, that's vice captain, junior representative, team manager, who is responsible for individual things. And vice captain, he in charges for the sub teams, the chases, electrical, programming, and the technical heads. And junior representative is in charge for you guys along with the leads. So leads, every 6 months the leads will change. So every senior will get a chance to become a lead once in the team life, so that they'll know how leadership skills are, how to manage their own team members, how they were when someone else was a team lead. So they understand that. Along with that, we have external affairs, which is managing sponsorship and all people outside communication. Varun is doing a very good job in that. So this is my so-called upper order team hierarchical structure. Sub teams, you guys have seen it everywhere till now. Sub teams is like more like a core of the team. So in sub teams, basically chases and design. It's like it said, it's technically inclined towards mechanical students. They actually get their hands dirty, and I'm also a mechanical student. I very much love to get my hands dirty. So talking about construction, design, 3D printing, CNC machining, with the help of VIT University, we're able to make it happen. And we also get parts from other companies, sponsors, the providers. So it's going in good hands. And the core build for chases and design team is Nitro Car. We will tell you what specialization, what is general, what is advanced robotics in our categories are. In total, we build around in a year 9 to 10 bots. And there's like range distribution. For example, some bots won't cost more than 10,000. Some bots won't cost more than 60,000. Some bots won't cost more than 10 lakhs. And the electrical electronics teams, it is like more like if chases and design is like exoskeleton, electrical electronics team is like the body, inside organs in the team. So in this team we actually electrical electronics team is the very strongest team in which I have faced so far. This team, in my team, they actually print fabricated PCBs, they perform advanced firmware programming. They know how to make inside sensors. And these guys are not talented only in their respective fields. They are talented in whichever field they are good in it. And the electrical electronics teams, they categorize in the category 2, okay? Just to be clear over here. Category 2 is more like the middle stage in our team. They specialize in nanocopter and FPV quadcopter. Programming analyst team, okay, these guys are smart as. Okay, so these guys consist of students, who work on computer vision, artificial intelligence, machine learning, software engineering. Okay, they also organize team websites. Their core specialization over here is micromouse, but don't take them lightly. These guys are like king of anything. HR management team. Okay, so this team consists of students who will work on business inclined. Okay, actually every member of this team has to be more or less involved in management. Why is it? Because when you go outside to a company or anywhere else, you just don't look at your technical skills, you look at your management skills also. How organized you are, how are you able to cooperate with some other people. So that is actually important stuff. So in HR management, you'll understand all the procedures we follow. We have bylaws, we have sign-offs here and there. So there's a lot of things we actually work with. And publicity and sponsorship, yes, it matters, even though we don't deal with much of publicity, but that exists for some reason. Okay, so sneak peek into our bots. All right, talking about our bots, when we started off earlier, we had 4 bots, 5 bots, yeah. One is micromouse, no, not micromouse, one is line follower. So line follower, it's most like for the basics, okay? Students will understand it. It's even though it's autonomous, to get it to work, you need to hack your brains out. And it's very simple. If you just say this English in simple words, you'll feel like you just had to follow a black line in a white map, and your bot should be able to sense it and go. But it doesn't sound so easy as you think it is. It gets time. You need patience. You need to understand how it goes. You need to adjust a sensor. You need to calibrate it. Then once it's done, you need to make sure that the motor drivers don't die out. And there's a lot of stuff involved in it. Along with that, we have RoboSumo. Okay, this is one of the most funniest competition, okay, which ever takes place. And my guys are good in this RoboSumo. I don't know for what reason, but they're good in it. So whenever we go for RoboSumo competition, which last time we went over there, these guys were so panicked. It was the first competition, and when the 2 bots were talking it out in the field, these guys were like they're going to punch the organizer face. So I don't know what bots they're going to do. They're just jumping around here and there. But yeah, they had quite a fun. Along with that, we're talking about RoboSoccer. So RoboSoccer again, there'll be bots in the opposite end. You'll be bot in our end, and we have controllers over here. They have controllers over there. They'll be moving around. We use logistics. You have to play. We have to figure out how to shoot a goal into other post. There's no fouls over here, so everything is like I don't know. It's not going to be a fair game, but yeah, it's going to be very hard for us also to win. But they also did a very good job in that also. Moving along, we have ATV. Okay, ATV, it's more like different terrains, different obstacles, understanding how your board is going to traverse towards all these things and reach the final destination. It's See, all these boards, even though it sounds easy when you guys make it for the first time or you guys might have done it before, but again, that depends upon what kind of competition you're going to go and attend. Each competition has its own requirements. They have their own themes. So when you build something, you have to, sometimes you have to deconstruct it fully and construct it completely again to make the board looks more, advanced, competitive enough to make it, go inside it and doesn't get a bad name. All right, because you're not going to represent yourself. You're going to represent the college behind you. You're going to represent the team behind you. So that is the most important thing. Okay. All right. Okay. This is more like what I expect from you guys. Okay. Even though many people have said that this is for each individual divisions, this is what we want. Nothing like that. From what I expect from you guys in a team. Okay. When you say a team something like this, where it's like a startup team. This is okay. So when you say something like this, and our motto is fear not strive forward. Okay. Because if you Google Dreadnought, you will know it's a battleship. We never lose a war unnecessarily. Sacrifice. All the seniors in this team have done a lot of sacrifice for the team's growth. They have not slept restless hours. They have taken a toll on them, but they have shown promising results. And you should imagine the fun we had after going for competitions and getting placed. Time commitment. Seriously, time commitment is very important because if you don't complete a particular task on time, every team get delayed. Okay, and we are depending on each other. That's why these teams are family. We understand each other, even though these people have never met each other before. When they come in, they start understanding people. Okay, personal development. Like I said, you guys have your own potential. For your potential to grow, okay, personal development is a must. And Guru must have said this before. When the team grows, you guys grow along with it. It's a must. And we're not going to leave anyone behind, not even a single cause. Unselfishness. This is mainly because, see, many people will be successful. Okay, sometimes we go represent somewhere outside, they'll be successful. Some people don't get the chance to go and represent outside. But in this team doesn't happen, I guarantee you that guys that everyone will get a chance to go outside, go represent some other competition one another. In Chennai, inside Tamil Nadu, inside India, outside India, wherever you name it, you guys definitely get a chance to go. But that depends completely upon your performance. Sometimes you need to give in to grow up, and sometimes you have to hold something strong enough not to let it go. So all these things you guys will understand once you come inside, learn how it works. Okay, so this is all important. And paving a new way forward, you guys will have sometimes you have tough fights with your seniors. Okay, sometimes you guys will think that what the heck is the guys are doing, they haven't done anything, but it takes time. They have to get used to you guys have to get used to them. So paving a new way forward, this I pushed for my team, okay, when I was there in the college. Now my next batch, the current captain, they are pushing it. They'll go again to some extent, and when they leave, the next batch will come in again, they'll push it. That's how the team improvises. And when you guys kick it off, you guys understand a lot. Other than a team which is already existing, glorious enough, okay, have become like something like exceptional team. When you guys go inside, it'll be everything already placed, established. Teams like this, you guys have a lot to learn about. Okay, a lot of rules you have to lay down. Okay, you guys have to plan accordingly. Okay, you guys had to be creative, had to be adaptive, understand what's all happening. Now, a few requirements we have over here for the team for you guys to join. Okay, being intuitive. Some things you guys will be able to feel. Some guys may not. Okay, they might recognize a weakness in an opponent. They might be able to make intuitive leap, turn disadvantage into advantage. These kind of people are the people who help teams succeed, and these kind of people we want. Okay, so being intuitive is like it's the best thing anyone can ask for. I'm not asking everyone should possess a skill, but yeah, sometimes you have to look around in your surroundings, what's happening around you. Potential. I already talked about this before. Seriously, man, if you have the potential to grow, you're welcome to join this team anytime you want. Okay, there's no like so-called unwanted requirement. Potential is what we ask for, not the talent. Not the talent is the last thing we wanted. Potential is the most. Because if you're already talented, there's no point in joining a team like this. If you have the potential to grow all the way to the top, that's what we ask for. Communicative. Saying things to other team members that you guys don't see in order to get the team moving. Okay, that is not what you want. You guys have to say bad or negative, positive or whatever hell it is. Put it out. Okay. Sometimes when you guys do it, share it to other teammates, they sense that this will be the better thing to prepare to meet a challenge. Whatever you guys think, put it out over there so other team members also will know what's happening. So that's the next thing which you wanted. Passionate. If you guys are not passionate about robotics, then you guys can't take part in it. And sometimes the passion it explodes in the control fury. You have to achieve your goals in the area of passion. Because see, I'm a type of guy who works in robotics, but my area of expertise is defense. Okay, so unlike that, you guys have to find your own passion. Robotics is a vast number of field. Uh, Basically like humans into robotics, cyber physical systems, autonomous robot, visual recognition, demonstration and interaction of between robots and humans, robot modeling and control. So that's like a lot of different fields. Just have to figure out your right field, and we'll help you guys to point it out. Because see, going for competition is not the only thing which we look into you guys. How we guys also grow individually, help your career is also important. That's next important thing which you look for. And being creative. Building the same old designs again is not going to help anyone. And you guys have to find different ways to build it. Initiating it, that's also a very important thing. Sometimes you think someone will initiate it. No, you guys also have to initiate. Don't think just join the team that I can't say anything, nothing like that. You guys have to put up what you guys think, initiate it, and make sure that happens. Okay, to no wait, no one will give you problems inside this team. You guys have to even though it's a struggling thing, you have to break it out, put the result up, and be responsible. Okay, anything bad happens, say it's on my fault. Okay, so that is what the thing by being responsible is. Generous, this I'll talk once you guys come inside the team. Okay. Influential. Okay. So basically, influential. If you're in campus right now, you'll understand how influential a team or a particular student is in the team is. Okay. So influential or all these things you'll be able to understand only when you're physically in campus. Right? You're asking guys, how do you guys going to be influential is quite hard. And talent. If you really have a knack for robotics, you think that this team might help you. You're welcome to come. But there's nothing more than that. Okay. So distinguishing talents. Okay, so talents can be just like you guys have a knack for it, nothing like that. Okay, team leader, he's dedicated to cause, focus on the cause, and he makes sure the goals achieved. Team achiever, a team space carries the mantle and being productive in it. A player, okay, team player actually is like passion, enthusiasm, help his team. A team member enjoys being on the team but serves out of duty only. Follower will work, but he needs a kickstart. And dangerous followers, okay, basically we won't recruit them inside team, but yeah, let's just keep it out there. Works, but make life difficult for the team. So these are the categories, we might be able to split you guys into. And you guys understand that you might even fall under each of these categories. So this is like distinguishing talents. Next, guys. Yep. Okay. Recruitment details. All right. All new members will be evaluated through interviews. Okay. Regardless when they are becoming part of the team. And while less experience the minimum requirement to join, you guys have to take risk, accept fall, learn new skills is essential. These are the most basic criteria we'll be looking for. And this support system, okay, this support system was introduced because I know that people are having a hard time, and we wanted to help you guys to talk with the sponsors, and they are ready to provide monetary aid. And that also have some requirements. Okay, they won't just give the money when we ask. So these members whose family are not able to provide the installment money but wants to be part of the team can put forth a request to team manager. Okay, I think she will text her name in the chat box in the end, which will be verified by the Return Association, and the sponsor will give the money for the particular student. Whereas those members who lose their key family members can also request a financial aid, which will be put forward as a request to the team manager and will be verified. So every year, the sponsors can only provide monetary aid for 5 members. Okay, and this is like the best thing that we can arrange, and I don't think many people can do that. So once everything is verified in the two situations above, you guys will get the monetary aid. Whoever has this kind of issues. Okay, so don't give up your passion because you just can't get in. Sometimes you gotta have to live with it, and for that you guys have to take whatever route as possible. Okay, next. Oh, okay, that's it. Cool, I'm done. I hope we see you guys later. Okay, and that's it from my end.
Thank you, Arvind. So up next, we have Shruti, who's part of our management department. So she's going to be talking about how we as a team utilized this lockdown and what various activities were happening during this period.
Hi everyone, I'm Shruti Kannan, a second year EC student and a member of the management department. So many of you might be wondering how a robotics team made use of 7 months of lockdown and what we could have done and what new things we could have learned or how we would have even kept the team active. And some of you might even think that we didn't keep the team active and that we didn't do anything, but actually we did a lot. So for starters, the entire team was being really active and participating in various hackathons, online events, internships, and spent time getting to, know more about the bots that they were planning on. Then the team participated in hackathons such as the Flipkart Grid, Atlas, the SIRWords conducted by MIT, and the Tech Fest of IIT Bombay, which you guys would have heard of. And attended workshops such as the Electric Vehicle Technology Bootcamp conducted by SVCE, and some of our members are going to go attend internships in Dextroville devices. We also attended the Ideonics 1.0, which was conducted by Mechanics. 4 groups from our team participated, out of which Team Co-Warrior Smart Sanitizer won the final round and Desneet Prosperhan got the special mention. And both of these groups were from our team. So now here we have a Flipkart Grid in which 7 groups from Dreadnought took part. And out of 6,061 participants, 5 of our teams qualified into the finals. Now, if you look at the video, you can see the autonomous stair climber bot, which is one of the bots that qualified to the final round. We also conducted competitions such as the Robotics Quiz 101 and the RoboX Hackathon on Dare to Compete. And we had internal competitions where the team was divided into groups, and each group had to come up with their own ideas and had to attend a few quizzes to qualify to further rounds. So internal competitions are the things that we conduct within the groups, like within our own team. We just keep different competitions just to keep everyone involved. Also, we had members of the team conducting sessions, like each person would teach a new topic, and the topic would be something that is useful to everyone in the team. So this way, everyone in the team learned new topics and got to know all the capabilities of their team members.
Now, keeping the technical part aside, we had monthly team meetings where we would talk about the progress of the team, the upcoming events, what new topics we can learn, and how to keep the team active, and what other activities can be conducted, and everything that we can talk about the team. That happens in these monthly meetings that we have. Now, more than a team, we are a family as a whole. So, aside from the technical stuff and competition, we also spend time getting to know everyone. We play games and had a lot of fun during Happy Hour. Happy Hour is something that we conduct once every month just to give everyone a break from the competitions and all the technical stuff that we do. So, overall, this lockdown wasn't the worst period of it all. We actually made a lot of use of this time. Thank you. Now,
So,
going on with Varun.
thank you, Shruti. So moving on, we have the team manager of Dreadnought, Anusha. So she's going to be talking about installments and will also be sharing details on the achievements and future plans of the team.
Yeah, thank you, Varun. Hi, guys. My name is Anusha Maria, and I'm a third year ECM student. I'm the current team manager of Dreadnought Robotics. So far, you guys have learned a lot about the technical side, the bots, and all the things about the team. So let me come to the non-technical side, that's management. So management is always the backbone of any team, and that's the glue that holds the team together. And it takes responsibility for handling all the activities of the team and that is undertaken at all levels. So initially when I joined Dreadnought, the team had a pretty good structure that surprised me. The goals, the financial planning, all the pre-calculation they did, the human resource management, skill set development, etc. was all is emphasized on a lot on the organizational behavior. Like Arvind mentioned, he wanted to keep the team a very organized one. So that was reflected very well. So my task today is to tell you guys about the structure that we have planned, the installments, what are the achievements we've got, and a little bit about our sponsors. So starting with the structure we've planned. So this is the first category of bots. I think you guys have come across all these things. So I'll just brief you a little bit about the competitions we'll be taking part. So under the category one falls these five bots: RoboSumo, ATV, RoboRace, RoboSoccer, and Line Follower. And we will be taking part in one competition inside Tamil Nadu and an internal competition that's held per semester among the team. And the winners from this will represent the regional competition held that year outside Tamil Nadu. And the ones who will be working on this bot will be the first year. That is you guys who will be coming. Will be working on these bots under the guidance of the second years and the leads. Now, moving to category two, this is department specialized. That is, each sub team has a bot. Like the mechanical team has RC Nitro Car, FPV quadcopter belongs to the electrical team, and the micro mouse belongs to the programming team. So they will be representing one competition per semester inside or outside Tamil Nadu, and the winner from all the among these three, either RC Nitro Car, FPV quadcopter, or micro mouse, any of these three bots who wins that in that competition will represent the international competition that year. Moving to category three, that is the face of our team, like as mentioned, AUV. We will be representing only the international competition for this bot. And apart from that, the bots that fall under category one and category two also will go for international competitions, provided we manage to find an international competition for the bots under those categories. Yeah. So moving to the competitions we have planned. So under the international category, Singapore Autonomous Underwater Challenge, that is SAUVC, is confirmed as of now, which is going to be held in 2022. And SRG, that is Singapore Robotics Game, that is also confirmed, and that we'll be taking part in the very next year, that is 2021. And this time it's a virtual event because of the pandemic, and the other competitions as mentioned. Now you can see that the national category is empty. That's because we wanted to get back to college and decide on the boards, on the availability of what we have, and then decide on what competitions to go on. So we'll be filling in that category once we get back to college. Talking about our achievements, in the year of 2019, these were the 3 competitions that we took part in physically. So starting with the one in our very own university, VIT Chennai, the competition was RoboBricks, and we got placed second for under the category of ATV, Robo Soccer, and again second under the Codathon event. Then for the regional competition known Pragya, held at SDGS Institute of Engineering and Technology, Nanded, we got placed 4th under the category of RoboSumo and 5th under the category of ATV. And the last one was held at Anna University called Waves, and we got placed second under the category of Robo Soccer. So these are the only competitions we took part in 2019, and unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we couldn't attend any more competitions physically, and we'll be trying to do once we get back to college. Hopefully, if we get back to college in February, we'll be going to more competitions as a team and attending them. Next, coming to future plans. So our sole aim is just not about the success of the team. So, but it's also about the individual development, like how we find out the talents in you, or find out the hidden things that you guys need to improve upon, and we will tell you about it. So it is for the betterment of you guys. Recently, we started something called the assessment sheet, that is to evaluate individual contribution and to appreciate their work. Also, we will be conducting sessions to improve communication skills, and a few feedback loops also will be conducted to get feedbacks from the team members and to improvise on that. Then coming to the installments, so we have to collect a total of 18,000 rupees from you guys. So the first installment will be at the start of the winter semester year 1, which is 6,000 rupees, and the second one will be at the start of the fall semester in the second year, and the third one will be in the start of the winter semester in the second year. Again, these account to the 18,000 that you have to give us, and that's it with the installments. Yeah, coming to the sponsors. So for any team to function well, we definitely need both monetary and non-monetary support from an external organization. So in short time of inception of the team, we have managed to get all these sponsors, and we are grateful to them in trusting us. Yeah, alumni. Yeah, so they are another asset the team holds, and they've always been there no matter what. So starting with Shiva, he's the team co-founder and the overall head. He is the ex-Robotics Club president of the year 2017. He's been there right from the start in planning and making the team an organized one. He's done many research projects, and he's a vibrant person, talented in all departments. Next, we have Arvind, team founder and team captain. He's the ex-Robotics Club president 2018. Very hardworking and dedicated person. Workaholic too, always, and he's been there no matter what. At any time of the day you message him, he's always active. He's done many projects in the field of defense and automation. He's ranked 37th in the World Robotics Championship individual category for the year 2018. Next, we have Shraddhanshu. He's the team founder and the team vice captain. He's the most committed person to the team, the talented one, bringing up new ideas into the team, and he's currently going to start up his new company. So as you can see, he's worked towards his passion and is almost on the verge of creating his own empire. Next, we have Mohika, who was a team manager, the most vibrant person who nurtured the team and kept the spirit of the team going. Then last, we have Siddhant, who is a team assistant manager. He's the money bank of Dreadnought. I mean, he's managed all the finances in a systematic order, talented in organizing and creating new opportunities for the team. So that's it about the alumni. So in short, being part of this team imparts a lot more skills and technical aspects in you. Like they prepare you for interpersonal, informational, and decisive roles in future. So this is much more. This being part of this team also is more important to everyone as being part of the technical team also. So hope to see you guys in the management. That's all from my end. Moving on to Varun. Thank you.
So as Anusha mentioned, all of our alumni have been, very supportive till date from the start. So I would like to call up Shiva, who's an alumni of both VIT Chennai and Team Dreadnought. So he's here to share his experience with the team.
Okay. Hi guys. Varun, I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, so first and foremost, I like to thank VIT Chennai and my team members Dreadnought for inviting me after.
पर ये लगेगा ओके ये हो निकाल दे
Sumit, if you could mute your mic.
ये नहीं चलेगा, रहने दो ये।
निकालो कपड़ों मन की लगे
Sumit,
देखो
Sumit, your mic is on, please. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay, small issues, no issues. Okay, fine. First and foremost, I will like to thank my team members Dreadnought for giving me this opportunity to share my experience with all of you guys, and special thanks to VoiceIt for having this kind of event, even promoting the teams in this virtual and bad times. So yeah, I have just only one thing. I hope I don't get carried away while speaking about experiences. So yeah, to be honest, the team, which is the core team right now, the present third years and the fourth years, I pretty much know them for the past 2 years, if I'm not wrong. I've seen each and any of them grow under me somewhere else, or even over Dreadnought Robotics. So one thing that I can proudly say is, with this orientation, you would have seen how organized our team is. Everything what we do is formulated via proper bylaws. Whatever you do, everything happens in a systematic manner, in a systematic way. So whenever you guys have a doubt or something, there's a proper hierarchy we follow. And with proud, I can guarantee you that we strictly adhere to each and every terms and conditions and that we follow. There cannot be any ifs and buts in our team, in the management of the top level. So, speaking about my experience in a team last year, one best example that I can give was I've been to the team for 2 events, out of which we participated in this thing. One event was okay, almost all the three, yeah. So one event that was our first regional event. Imagine we, most of people being from South India, from Chennai, traveling to a place that is almost 1,000 kilometer away from us for train in 18 hours. So we had a journey itinerary for 7 days, in which almost 3.5 days was gone into traveling and stuff. So this one point when we go into competitions with teams, especially your teams, when you go with your friends, going with a friend is different on a trip or something. When you're going with your team for some particular competition like this, completely different. And yeah, we were always supported by our faculty coordinator Karnamurthy sir, who was there with us in the team during our ups and downs. So, in a short glimpse about this experience, like what you guys will the experience be when you do. So, some of the major factors that comes to you guys when we go on a trip that is far away from our comfort zone. One main thing for human being is the way he eats. The food and what to say, the appetite was a little bit issue for us, but yeah, we managed our best and we made sure none of us got ill and gave our 200% for our competition. So basically, there were 3 days of competition. First day went out pretty much well, and one thing proudly I can say that during the end of the first day, each and every team that came there from around India knew who Dreadnought Robotics from VIT Chennai were. One thing was we traveled 1,000 kilometers to go for that competition, and other thing was the team unity that we showed. So we were a group of almost 20 people, including me. So in this 20 people, whenever there was issue for first day competition, all the 20 people were at that point, at that place, and doing it, sorting it out. So that was one big teamwork that we could show. And one more thing is that while traveling, we had a detour in Hyderabad for almost like a day or so. We had a detour for like morning 9 to evening 3. We had some detour. So in that point of time, we split into groups and we explored the city. At that point of time, we bonded something that was more than what you could bond in an academic session or group projects in your college. So that bonding has got me so much close to my juniors over here. And to be very frankly honest, my experience with Dreadnought, they have never been like what to say. They never have taken my advices or my suggestions. Even me, Arvind, lash out at them when there's some problem. But the thing is, the way we keep our team going forward, we all have generated this kind of bond where it's like they don't feel it badly, they don't take it in a personal way, or they don't take it as a personal attack. They just say, okay, there's someone whose experience says that, and because of that, they take their advice and they adhere to it. So this is one major thing that I want to say. And one more thing was, I truly didn't even expect to be called for the special thing. Even I was part of Dreadnought when starting orientation. We all were friends basically. We all were friends. We came out of this mutual idea and we started working about this goal. And I was actually too much of this thing. thankful for the team to give me the post of overall at last year, which I guess I have done my best. We have done our best as a team, and that's why we're over here and with so many of you young minds or something. Speaking about the other stuff as a team, apart from academics, we pretty much value everyone's decision, and we are not only as a team. So they will get one point of time, as Shruti mentioned in the previous presentations, Anusha mentioned. We not only discuss about this the academic stuff and robotic stuff. There's one more side of Dreadnought where you will everyone find if you're 19 batch, 20 batch, or 18 batch, you will still get equal platform to oppose any idea. Everyone can be questioned over here, and in that point of time where we have fun, everyone is equal. There's no seniors, juniors thing. We all are a team which are going to bond within ourselves. And one more good thing that Dreadnought is they honor the alumni and the people who are seniors. So they have a platform. We have our own servers where we enjoy our all out, and we have lots of things planned up. And pretty much you guys should check out our YouTube channel as Shruti told. From today onwards, the first Arduino playlist has been uploaded, and videos will be coming on regular basis and stuff. And you check out over the channel, and there's some more cool, important stuff dropping by. And one thing that I can guarantee you is we at Dreadnought, we do not get affected. We cannot be dragged down. We have been it's and one more and we have been building this empire from stone by stone to adding all the mortar bricks, and now we have almost reached one first floor. We have put the ceiling, and to say that, and actually today is the day. Last year on 2nd December we started our first official recruitments in VIT Chennai. We got a tremendous response. We have been having a good team, and we have been joining so far. So with probably you guys, we hope to get a better team which can work with us and him and empower us and push towards us towards a whole motto, and we'll be able to complete the second phase of our life of Dreadnought Robotics in VIT Chennai. And finally, not but the least, I just want every one of you guys who are here, the first years especially, to close your eyes and imagine in your mind a robotic engineer. Like I'll give you like 10 seconds or something. Just imagine.
That is very hard to imagine.
Just wait a minute. Fine. So I guess you guys would have thought of something. In the chat box, please let me know what do you imagine? A guy sitting in front of a computer, a guy sitting and putting a helmet or something like that. So yeah, Guru or Varun, please can you collaborate things and say which one was the most answer?
Yeah, sure. Looking into the chats.
Guys, please feel free to, put whatever, you have thought of. Doesn't matter what it is.
Guys, I think we have come to the end of the orientation. So with this, I think we are done. So if you guys have any doubts, anything you guys want to ask us, you're welcome to ask us.
Okay, yeah. So, like, I'll tell you, it's like what general human mentality or something. It's obviously whenever you do something, it's all because of that PowerPoint clip art or something. Whenever we imagine engineer or something, we imagine a man wearing helmet or a man sitting in front of a computer. So yeah, that's your topical thing. We Dreadnought, we break it. So one thing that I can probably say that we at Dreadnought, we have equal share of women, manpower and physical work power we have over here, and I'm pretty much sure we don't discriminate people. Everyone gets a deadline, it's a hard deadline or soft deadline, they follow by it. And by this way, we also promote the fact of, as you see, it's very evident, very less girls join engineering field. So you will see a lot of male to female ratio in our Dreadnought Robotics. That is also one more thing that makes our things very much, what we say, different. That kind of makes our unique selling points. So speaking about our unique selling points, it's basically we have there's no barrier between people. There's a friendly platform. We break the barrier of gender inequality. You get a platform to speak with your juniors or something. And we not only help you with your testing and all, we also give you experiences from placements. I pretty much show in my team last year, after I got placed in pretty much 3 or 4 companies, I used to help my juniors over here or their projects to help them set up their resume, to apply for their jobs, how to prepare for their interview or something. So that is one thing, we break barriers and we let everyone grow together. We are not like we don't use ladders to go. We all go up together as one. So with this, I would like to say that as our motto says, fear not, strive forth. We are fearless. We always go towards a goal. I'd like to thank you, thank each one of you for giving me this opportunity. Hope to see some budding minds join Dreadnought Robotics soon. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Shiva. So we have come to the end of the session now. So right now on our screen, we have the social media handles. Please feel free to check it out and follow it. So before we wind up and go to the Q&A session, I would just like to appreciate all of you guys for just, taking your time and sitting patiently for around 2 hours now and staying till the end. We look forward to seeing you, go through the recruitment process. And I personally, you know, look forward to working with most of you, if not all of you, in the near future. So thanks a lot, guys. And you can ask any questions. Feel free to ask any questions now. You can either unmute yourself or put your questions in the chat box. Thank you.
Ibrahim, is that a question or a statement? I'm confused.
I think it's an answer for Shiva's scenario.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Is it okay? Fine.
Okay. If there's no question, I think we can wind up this call.
Guys, any other questions? Because in the beginning of the session, a lot of you were asking. So feel free to ask any questions, any doubts you have regarding
Let me scroll up. Okay, have you participated in Robocon IRC? We don't do that, okay, because Robocon IRC is Technocrats thing, and we go for other competitions which is not, which they take part in, because we have our own individualities. They are good in mass rovers. We perform well in AUVs, autonomous underwater vehicles. So we have our differences. So that's the difference between both the teams. And can you share what are the competitions they participate from? Yeah, I think that's already been shared. And see, that has happened. See, this team was, when we founded this team, we had all the legal proceedings from September till December, so we didn't do much of the time. We went for initial competitions. Then when the team was practically formed last December, around the time, from that time onwards, we went for 3 major competitions, like January, February, March, 3 competitions back to back. Then March, coronavirus came. We ended up, then we came back online. Then in online, we took part in various hackathons. I think recently we won IIT. We got qualified for the round 2 in IIT Bombay, which just result just came out today. And Flipkart, I think 5 teams got qualified, and I think 2 teams went up to the round or something. Then Guru secured first place, right, in some in a competition which was international competition, hackathon competition. Pallavi got second, third. So yeah, we have been having steady progress in competitions. We are sending out people to go out, get explore, meet people, build network. That's all very important. So we're not letting you guys stay down in this team, even though that's like you guys sticking at your home. So that's one thing we work on. How many students you recruit approx per year? I think I already answered the question. See, every year, this thing I set down this basic rule, only recruit 30 to 40 people max. Is the certainty is because I know that my team will not be able to handle more than 40 students. When they are not looking into finances, we're looking into people who are able to help the team grow along with them. Okay, I think a new question popped up out of nowhere. Can a day scholar join the team? Bro, your team captain is a day scholar. Okay, half the team is day scholar. There's nothing. Vice captain is day scholar. All right. Team manager is hostler, day scholar.
I was day scholar. I became a hostler.
Became hostler. All right, cool. So in this team, there's no such thing as hostler, day scholar. There's no boundaries. You guys have to be in campus whenever you want. Whenever you don't want it, you'll still be in campus. I don't know for what reason, but yeah. Okay, so day scholars exist in this team, pretty much. What else? Okay, the problem. Is there any other question?
Can a person be in more than one department at the same time? See, guys, you'll be put in a department and you can learn
Things from other departments also. See, I work with. I'm good in mechanical, electrical, and programming side. Okay, I don't have a particular domain which I will stick to. Okay, it's fun learning from other domains also, side by side. So there's nothing wrong in that. If you guys are interested, even though you guys legally can't study it, you guys are welcome to do it through the teams. There's nothing wrong. Sometimes even programming guys will sit and do the chases, but it's all in the experience how you guys get it. Okay, cool. If that is the only questions, you can wind the session up. Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah,
Bye.
guys, and we'll be putting up the whole session was streamed on YouTube on Dreadnought Robotics YouTube channel. So you guys can check it out, and you'll find all our social media handles, and we'll be updating the description with our PPT soon. So any questions, you can DM us on our handles or ask our office bearers group, or you can put it down in a comment section on YouTube. We're getting back to you, or you have joined a WhatsApp group and something. So yeah, guys, we guys will getting back to you soon. Hope to see you on board.
Okay, there is one more thing. One question was asked: is there any written test? No, we don't have any written test. We're not planned any written test. We haven't done it so far, so I don't think we
We'll
will.
be letting you guys know as soon as we get the approval from SWC to go forward with our orientation
Yeah,
recruitment process.
but there will not be written tests. Okay. Can you once again tell the difference between Technic and Dreadnought once more? See, two different type of robots. Do you mind elaborating? Okay.
Yeah,
If
I'll
you
elaborate. Arvind,
guys.
I'll elaborate.
Okay.
Yeah. So as per VIT norms, there are multiple. As you've seen, there are multiple car teams also. But when you go to see the car teams, each and every car team has their unique differences. So in that way, Dreadnought Robotics and Technocrat Robotics both have their unique differences. Both are going towards the same motto, encouraging robotics in young budding minds. So both of them will make you a proper robotic engineer if you want to take up robotics or mechatronics in your future. And pretty much that sums it up. So we can't as such say, okay, which team is better or which team is good. They are all our sister teams in our college. We all respect them each other. We all have our own own understandings between us. So in no way we can always say that Technorax is better or Dreadnought is better. All are one in as far as we are concerned. You can ask the same people over there, and you will get the same answer over there.
Okay, cool. With this, I think we can wind up. Thanks for coming, guys. Bye bye.